are you happy you made the decision to join?
Yeah, I mean, it's still my hope that should I be able to, I can be like a response or something, with my medical stuff. Yeah. So it's definitely not anything I regret.
Yeah.
Hardest 10 months or 11 months or however long I ended up doing. Yeah. Definitely was some of the hardest 10 months I've ever had. But yeah. I mean, I had a family member die while I was here. That was pretty hard.
Yeah. And then your own
and then I had
problems.
Some housing issues and then my own medical problems. So it wasn't easy, and I'm not saying that everybody obviously has the same issues, but it's important to remember that life goes on while you're a Peace Corps volunteer, and sometimes that alone is really hard. Yeah. Like I remember watching my friends in the US do some crazy cool stuff and just be like, I'm sitting in a village right now, and it's super cool in and of itself. But you're giving up a lot, but you also get
so much.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I remember, I think someone said this, but like Peace Corps will be your lowest lows, but your highest highs. And I totally believe that. Like some of the best things I've ever done in my life have been because of Peace Corps, but then I also just like remember sitting in my house like in a ball crying, like in my bed,
but if just not getting out of bed in general.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but if you can get through the lows, like the highs are so worth it. And even just outside of Peace Corps, like the opportunities we've gotten, like living in South Africa. Like unfortunately not as much, you didn't get to travel as much because you were here for a short time. Like I've seen so much of Southern Africa now, and like I still live in South Africa, so like obviously I really liked it. And like the bad times, like, you get through it.
Yeah, I mean, we all have bad times in America too, so it's just realizing that. Yeah. Just because you're having a bad time doesn't mean that it's because you're here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, obviously the circumstances of why it's a bad time are related more to why you're here, but doesn't mean you wouldn't be having a similar bad time.
Yeah. And it's nice because Peace Corps, Peace Corps staff and like that is its own business, but like the Peace Corps volunteers are such a good support system for one another. Like I cannot tell you how many times I called her crying on the phone, like,
or WhatsApp me crying.
Yeah, like WhatsApp messages crying. Like it really is like you become like a family. And when you do get to see each other at like trainings and stuff like that.
And also obviously I'm here 2 years later visiting her. Yeah. And I just saw you earlier this year in Miami or in Florida. Yeah. We didn't go to Miami. But, so it's something you build. The relationships you build are like true friendships because like you don't go through this with everyday people. You know what I mean? Like and nobody else would laugh at the fact that we shit in a bucket in our bedrooms.
Oh, people are gonna be like, you disgusting. And I don't know, there's like such a good feeling like knowing that you can live like knowing that you can do this. Like not to say like living like this is like shit, because it's not. Like people live like this every day, but like being able to say like I did something so far outside my comfort zone, because it's not like life like this is bad or like really super challenging. It's just so different from what we know is what makes it hard. Like I always hate saying like I live in like a rural village because, and it makes it sound bad, but it's like people's lives. It's just the only reason it's hard is because it's so different from what we're used to. But being able to come back and be like, like I bucket bathed and like lived in a village and like it was really cool and like so different.
Like for me here in Fellbunk, we have a real water issue. I don't know if it's so much for you guys, but like it's a huge issue for us here. Even right now, my go-go was just talking about how she might have to go buy some water because she's like running really low. Yeah. And they aren't turning the taps on. But like there's been times where I had like very minimal water. Yeah. And so it was like bucket bathing with like this much water. Yeah. And then having like
just not bucket bathing.
Let's be real, that was usually an option. I'm just getting some baby wipes and being like, okay, let's get the important parts.
How about we just film us eating?
You're weird.
Kidding. Okay, cool. What's like the weirdest food you've tried since you've been here?
Chicken livers.
Being a vegetarian has its benefits.
I got away with most things, like even chicken feet and stuff. I didn't have to try, but they got me on chicken livers one day.
Did you know what you were eating?
Yeah, I only ate like less than a quarter of a chicken liver, which are really small anyway. Yeah. And then I just kind of pushed the chicken livers around and ate the soup that they were cooked in.
Okay. And chicken feet are also really popular.
Coco.
Milan.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
She's like, what are you guys doing?
Ay, si mama nagpasopo. You see?
Yes, yeah.
You also saw it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Evelyn, do you want to say hi to the video?
Uh-uh.
Yeah?
No.
You don't want to say this is Evelyn. This is Shelby's. Oh, Shelby's eating. Shelby's. Go. Oh, let's say hello, Sari. Let's say hello.
Yeah, this is who I stayed with. She took care of me for a year.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be the
She
same
was
without her.
my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, for a year, nearly a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, it's after a year.
That she had to go.
Oh,
Yeah. How many Peace Corps volunteers have you had, Evelyn?
about 5.
Yeah.
5-ish.
Vivian, Courtney.
Yeah, before Vivian there was
There was
that.
the
Yeah,
one.
she didn't stay long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was
Courtney.
Vivian, that one, the first one. Vivian, Courtney,
Me.
Shelby,
Melissa.
Melissa. Yeah, which
Nice.
is 5 of them.
Dang.
Yes.
That's what the dresser in that room
Yeah.
has all of the
The eye,
like essay.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
That one is Susan.
Okay.
She's Susan.
Say hi.
I'm staying in her house.
Oh, you're staying in Lucejo's house.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
she stays there now.
You need to
Yeah.
write your name on the dresser, on the thing, to say you were here.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Shelby, for answering my questions. And thanks, Evelyn, for answering questions as well.